This is a pretty unprecedented drought. Some of us have seen rain over the last month or so, and your yard's greened up, and it seems like things have passed. Almost none of that impacted the impact of the drought and the damage that it's going to do, both economically and then in long-term stability in ag country. So we're here today to announce a package of relief. We're going to announce about a $10 million proposal. It has been worked on with the folks that you see here. The state of Minnesota will help provide some direct support, especially to our livestock producers, in the forms of grants. We will beef up our Rural Finance Authority and change some of the rules to make the access to those low interest or no interest loans more affordable. And we will try and continue to work this package to expand into some of these specialty crops. And again, for Minnesotans, the reason this makes a difference to you personally is we need to keep folks on the land. We need to make sure that we have these producers that stay here and that they continue to make sure, and it's not just for Minnesota, we are a major reason that the country has that abundance of food supply and the world has it.
You know, in July and August, we lost 20 dairy farms each month. So we lost 40 dairy farms, and the state is almost down to where we're going to dip under 2,000 in our dairy farms. And a lot of those farmers had to make tough decisions. As we look at our weekly crop progress reports, one of the things that really stands out to me too is we're looking here too is at our pasture and hay situation. And I looked at it this morning, and I think about 27% of Minnesota pasture is in very poor condition, and another 30% is in poor condition. So 60% of Minnesota's pastures are in poor or very poor condition, and then another 31% is only in fair condition, and only 2% of Minnesota's pasture land is in excellent condition. So I think it really stands out about what we're dealing with here across the state of Minnesota. We're proposing $5 million in rapid response grants for livestock and specialty crop farmers. We're really focusing on the ones that don't have a good safety net program, as the governor said, our crop farmers do across the state. Our grants would be up to $5,000 to growers that they would apply for. We would dedicate the first $1 million to specialty crops and to livestock, and then kind of see how the applications are coming in. We would also work with some of our partners to ensure that we are able to work with organizations that work with emerging and beginning farmers to make sure that there is access to these grants for all Minnesotans.
Minnesota's stronger the more families we have on the farm. It doesn't matter the size you are, large or small, the more families we have on the farm, providing providing food to our families, to our consumers, whether it's in a farmer's market or whether it's a livestock farmer selling his beef or hogs into the commodity market, which ends up back on our shelf. But the whole point is, the more families we have on the farm, the more stronger our rural communities are, and the stronger our state is. You know, it's been mentioned we have less than 2% of the families or farmers in the United States, or in Minnesota too. But agriculture is still about 30% of our state and national economy. So it's important, and I appreciate the governor's work on this, and hopefully we can come to a bipartisan solution. There does seem to be good support both sides of the aisle to do this. So we just want to thank the governor for putting this forward, and it needs to happen now. The farmers that this help that'll be targeted to, they're making decisions, whether they get out of the livestock or whether they get out of the small specialty crop farmers, they're making decisions now. They can't.